Hello everyone, Brett back, high altitude scale modeling, here with another sprue review, this time the Revell Level 5 Tornado F.3 ADF Air Defense Variant. 48 scale, 297 parts. Looks like the box are all around on the sides. Here you got some built up kit drawings. And a little about the kit. Talking about this variant, how it's different from the other variant. I get this one because I'm told this is the one I can do the accurate Gulf War version in. Typical Revell of Germany box. End opening, flimsy box, don't like it. But I got it. Pull everything out. I set everything out. Move some stuff out of the way. Alright. 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 screws, clear plastic. Let's start with the big ones, shall we? Big ones were Al Bundy's favorite thing. Alright. Empty that bag. Start here, 3 sprues in that bag. Here we have intakes. This looks like the top of the fuselage, maybe. This looks like part that holds the wings together. Maybe. So what you see right away on the inside of this part is the Revell logo. And copyright 2014. It's because this sprue came with the original Tornado release from a few years ago. Leading edge slats. Small wiring parts. Tiny little detail parts. Don't see any flash on these. There's a little bit of flash on the leading edge of these ailerons. Get some more light on the subject. Where these ports stick out right here. A little bitty flash. You can see it's standing up right there. All the ejector pins are recessed. This one's got flash on it. This one's got flash on it. Whatever this part's for, it's going to need cleaned up. All in all, oops, I got that out of the camera here. This has got flash on it, it's going to need cleaned up. All in all though, nice plastic, seems decent enough. Heard good things about the last Tornado kit, so hopefully this one will equal. Next, we have the tail section. The fin, it is sometimes referred. The part goes around the engines, flaps. Wow, Revell is really proud of their logo. It's stamped on this tail too, with 2014. But you've got nice wheel well. These look like compressor fans, and these look like the engine parts. Wow, my brain drew a blank. So some of these parts, very tiny sprue gates, and look really good. Some of them look kind of clunky and have flash on them. I'm guessing these are insides of the wheel wells, nicely detailed. The tail, good detail, lots of rivets. Big old tail. Double rows of rivets right here. Can you see that? Again, looking good. This part here is, these vents are open. Well, you can see that, but they are. Maybe you'll see better on that side. So that's good molding. Here we have some wing parts, fuselage parts. Good detail on these upper wings. You see where the speed brakes are. Lower wings. Flash right here. Hope that's supposed to come off. Yeah, it was. It's an ejector pin. I don't like how this one is here. But, you know, if it gets it out of the mold, okay. Inside, all these are going to have to be smoothed down because there's flash on all these ejector pin marks, so you're going to need to sand them down to get the wings to fit right. Here's some more. Typical Revell of Germany flash. But, you know, it's going to be a good kit anyway. Check out the detail on there. Very nice detail. Cockpit. And a soft detail, but you can make it work. Or you can buy the Edward photo etch set for it. Next bag. Is 4 sprues. We'll start with the fuselage halves. The nose cone, which is nicely molded with no seam line. The back part's where the engine goes, or comes out. The exhaust comes out. Elevators. No real detail inside the fuselage halves, but nice detail outside. I'm told this Tornado has a longer nose than the last Revell Tornado, the different variant. Here we have, looks like launch rails. And this looks like part of the back of the fuselage. Not much flash on this. Looks like it's all going to be real good. Clean up easy when you take it off the sprue. This is one of the new sprues because this variant has the recess for the Skyflash missiles. And here's the other, I guess this is the back part you'll use for the new variant. Another instrument panel right there. Nice raised detail. The bottom of this, good detail on it, looks really nice. Inside, actually the ejector pin marks on this one don't look so bad as those wings. Good detail inside of these engine parts. Looks like a landing gear door. More nice detail. I like the plastic, it's firm. Looks like more launch rails or pylons. This part here, I'm sure it's part of it, but it's covered in flash. See all that flash on there? This one wasn't molded too well. Oh, careful, I'm gonna lose it. But look, it's loaded with flash. Alright, this bag of bits something in there, came right out. I'm thinking it's an ejector pin, but we're going to sit over there just to be safe. This bag has 4 sprues in it. The big old fuel tanks that come with it, and you can see right there, flash. And I don't mean the superhero. Look at all the flash right around in there. Again, this is typical Revell. It'll clean up easily. It's just flash. It's not going to hurt anything. Clean up. Everything will go together well. You'll be happy. Ejector seats. Look at the detail right there. Those tiny parts. So they can make these little parts, and they still have big amounts of flash on some of the other ones. Guessing that's a front wheel. So there's more flash on this seat cushion. And a missile. Looks like a spare to me. Probably the Sky Flash. Looking good. These fins are one piece. So you have a left and a right fin when you put it together. So there's two missiles on there. And another fuel tank. Big old fat missile. Main landing gear wheel. Pylon, not sure what that is. I know it goes under the nose. Fins, lots of little detail on this one. So this one's not as bad. These look like Sidewinder missiles to me. And exhaust nozzle. I'm guessing that's an afterburner ring. So I'm guessing there's an identical sprue to this in this bag. Which everything in this bag is identical to everything we just saw. The ejector seats, the oversized fuel tank, Sky Flash missiles, Sidewinder missiles, afterburner ring, exhaust, rear wheel with brake detail. So we need to open that. Clear parts. Let's hope. Out of the bag. Oh, it's got a scuff. See that scuff across the top? But it doesn't have a center seam, so you can just clean up that. Take one of your favorite polishing sticks, because it almost came clear with just me rubbing it like that. Front windscreen looks good though. So it just needs a good rubbing out. We all know what it's like to need a good rubbing out. Alright, decals here. Revell's new instructions. Everybody likes them. They're in color. They're easy to read. All the warnings. Achtung! German, English, and a whole bunch of other languages. Warnings, rules, guidelines, additional tips and tricks. More rules, guidelines, additional tips and tricks. Here's what we don't like. Paint callouts. They're Revell. And actually there's no mixing formula, so these might not be too bad. There we go. There's Revell's mixing formulas. Those two, those two, those two, those two. 90%, 10%, 66%, 34%. Really? So just grab your favorite paint of choice. And if it is Revell, more power to you. Nothing wrong with that. Sprue maps. Numbered sprue maps, which is always a good thing if you want to cut everything off the sprue. If you need spare parts, no problem. Right there, no problem. Contact Revell. Remember, it's in the front of the book. Now these are very colored, easy to follow. The only real problem is, you know, you've got to, what I do, since I have a printer, is I just copy the paint callouts like this, stick them on the wall over there, so I know what H is supposed to be. You need to do some drilling. Some decaling, more decaling, taping, painting, gluing, timing. So the instructions are clear and concise. So I'm not sure if you can move the wings or not. There's a bracket that holds the wings, so I guess if you want them in that position, you're putting that in there. Flaps down. The side parts where the wings go into. So I'm guessing what this is telling you is if you want the wings at 67 degrees, you use 55 and 56. And you cut. If you want the wings out 25 degrees, you don't cut. Cool. Leading edge slats, the big fin, the nose, 40 grams weight in the nose. I'd probably put in a little more just to be safe. Afterburner rings and thrust reversers. That's how you get that cool back burned area on the tail fin, is you have the thrust reversers opened. Makes for a nice dirty aircraft. If you look on my Altitude Scale Modeling Facebook page, you'll see a Gulf War Tornado that I built a few years ago that got damaged. So I'm going to build a new one because I liked it. That was a hobby bus kit that turned out very nicely. Be interesting to see how well the Revell goes. So you've got frames for the canopy. If you want the canopy open, you leave them like this. If you want the canopy closed, you cut off those two parts right there. I'm starting to figure these things out. Decal setting solution, there's a picture of. Let's see. Clear. Alright. And then you load out missiles, fuel tanks, more of your canopy, open or closed. One thing I didn't pay attention to. It says put the landing gear in, but the fuselage is already together, so you can probably leave that out. Front landing gear. Again, putting the landing gear in after the fuselage is already together, so you can leave the landing gear off after you're done painting. Weapons go on last. Then the color callouts. Number 111 Squadron, Royal Air Force, July 2002. And number 23 Squadron, Royal Air Force, October 1990. So that's right before the Gulf War. Weapons decals. And there was no diagram for weapons loadouts. Do you just use them all? Let's have a look. Let's see. Four Skyflash missiles under there. Sidewinders with the fuel tank. So yeah, you just use them all. Cool. Nice looking instructions. What is this? Safety advice. No need to read that. And here's the very nicely matte decals. They are Revell Germany decals, printed in Italy, so they could be cartograph since they're printed in Italy, but it's hard to say. But they look nice. They're cut really close. You can see that. Good looking decals. Not very thick. I think they'll work okay. There's the decals for the instrument panels. Skyflash missiles, Sidewinder missiles, 1500 liter, 2250 liter. So these decals are for the 111 Squadron. These decals are for 23 Squadron. I like how they're cut out like that. And then your overall stencils. Very nice. So I'll be building this kit this year because I need my Gulf War Tornado back on my shelf. I got Gulf War decals from Hanitz along with Desert RAF Desert Pink paint. I have both MRP and extra acrylic, so I used extra acrylic last time. I'll probably use MRP this time. There you go. Very nice looking kit. Glad to have it in my stash. I can't wait to get it built up. Thanks for watching. Remember, don't be a kit collector. Be a kit builder. Go out and build one of these nice babies today. Have a great night.